So quite often we focus on our weaknesses and what we can do to improve our weaknesses. And there is often a time and place for that, but I think we tend to neglect focusing on our strengths and even paying attention to figuring out what our strengths actually are. And by strengths, I don't mean our talents or necessarily our passions, like what field we're interested in, but something a little deeper down. There's quite a few tests out there that you can take, and our family, it's a great way to kind of understand each other a little better. Our family took the Strengths Finders test. This is the book we used. There's other books out there that they have codes in the back that you can go online and take the Strengths Finder test, and they'll give you your top 5 strengths, and then we printed them all out, Mom's top strengths and Dad's top strengths, and it's very interesting. So we did all the kids, the younger two. Well, they're not young anymore. We took this so long ago. I think if you were under 14 when you took it, they only gave you took a kids version, and you only got your top 3 strengths. But it was interesting because, you know, one of my top was harmony and connectedness, and which is probably why I like doing these videos. And it's like I want to help build harmony between people, and I want people to be connected together. And my husband, one of his top strengths was maximizer, and we used to work in children's ministries and did VBS, and we did it pretty. The sets were pretty grand because of him. So I would get to the point where it's good enough. And no, he would build a 12-foot volcano with chicken wire and tissue paper and add the fog machine, you know, to come out of the top. So, and everything like that. I mean, if it was an under the sea VBS, he'd have the entire ceiling with blue crepe paper hanging from it, just so that you feel like you're in the sea, and there'd be a scuba diver's legs hanging out of the ceiling. So he really understood the fact that, you know, he is a maximizer. That's what he does. He takes something that's good enough and makes it better, and makes it wow, really. And so it was interesting, you know, learning about our children and learning about each other. And we keep these posted up on our refrigerator. And for me, it's just a good reminder of our differences and, you know, how God has made each of us unique. I mean, if He's made every snowflake unique and every blade of grass unique and fingerprint, just think, as much as we have in common, the differences among us are amazing and valuable and something to pay attention to. And so I just encourage, as couples or as families, to take one of the Strengths Finders tests that you find online and kind of discuss each other's top strengths, and then also look at your job, and in what way can you apply your strength more in your job, in your home, in your relationships, in your volunteer work. And I'll be honest, I took the test twice, about 4 or 5 years apart, and 3 of my top 5 stayed the same. 2 of them changed, but I have a feeling if I had gotten an entire list, because you can pay extra to get a list of all 35 or however many there are in order, I think if I had paid to get that list, they would have all been in my top 10 every time. So I wasn't really surprised that it changed. You know, it was a little different when I took it again. I think any given day, that might be a little different, my top 5, but I would feel pretty certain that my top 10 would be the same always. So anyway, when you get a chance, and just sit your family down, everybody grab a computer and take the Strengths Finders